Are you okay? I don't have fingernails, so I use a back scratcher for arms, for chest, for legs, just any, back scratchers can be used for everything. All right, guys, how are you doing today? I went ahead and wrote down some of the things I was channeling last night, and they're all kind of random and I don't know how they connect, but we're gonna start there actually. So we're gonna start with connecting the dots, because dots were actually one of the things I was seeing last night. I don't know, like I'm also hearing Dippin' Dots, but isn't that an ice cream? I think they make that like really weird. They make it crazy. They also have ice cream now that puffs up, like freeze dried, or maybe it's not ice cream, it's candy. They have like freeze dried candy. Some of you could be eating that, or maybe you sell that, make that. Anyway, going back to the dots, I was not seeing white dots. Oh, it could be vision, right? Somebody could have a vision issue here, or needing to go get their eyes checked, or something to do with the white dots. Could have to do with vision. So something about white dots, or connecting the dots, putting things together. Also, it's gonna seem a little random, okay, the beginning of this message, because it's random. I got a lot of random stuff last night. So I got the white dots, and I also got something about beekeepers, not just honeybees in general or any type of bee, but a beekeeper themselves. So some of you will be seeing, funny, you will be seeing a beekeeper somewhere. I don't know if this is on television. You're gonna randomly see it in a commercial, you're gonna see it in a picture, you're gonna see one walking around. Like, you just don't see a beekeeper every day. Well, the majority of us, right? You see bees, you see honey. You don't really see beekeepers, but you're gonna be seeing a beekeeper. If you do, be looking for more signs to come, is what I'm hearing. And we get those sometimes. You've been following me a while, you know. You ever got the red dice and the ballerina? Yeah, y'all know what I mean. The smiley faces everywhere, the random smiley faces. Some of y'all that are new here are like, what is she talking about? Like, what are you talking about, all these signs? Yeah, well. And I also got something about mellow yellow. Coke, Sundrop again, and the other day I channeled Pepsi. Mellow yellow, Coke, Pepsi. What does that have to do with dots? I also saw something about pigs. Like, this is so random. We got pigs, we got beekeepers, we got white dots. What else was it? Connecting the dots. That's a bunch of random stuff. So if you can keep up with that, now we got to get a message off of it. Get a message off of it. Let's write that down. I literally, because I'm like, where do you want me to go with the spirit? I don't know what to do. So I went to Google and typed in verbatim a message off of it. That's what I put in Google. The first thing it pulls up is delete messages on iPhone. Delete messages and conversations in messages on Mac. Something about deleting messages because somebody's beginning to connect the dots, so someone needs to delete messages. Now, this could be the government that needs to delete messages, right? This doesn't have to be like on a personal thing, like somebody's partner. It could be, I don't know, something about delete the messages or iPhone. A white dot is very specific because that was the main thing I was seeing was white dot, white dot. And we can Google white dot. I Googled it yesterday. I Googled it last night. White dot, but there was like so much that pulled up. There's a white dot syndrome. It says it's an inflammatory something. But there's so many things. Oh, it's a white dot eye disease. White dot syndrome. It says it can affect the vision in some cases, often causes more symptoms early in the course of the disease. Within 2 weeks, most cases have resolved spontaneously. Something about white dot or white dot syndrome or seeing white dots, something to do with the vision. Maybe it has nothing to do with the white dot syndrome itself. I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm just trying to connect the dots. Like, what does the white dots have to do with delete messages? Pigs, beekeepers, and mellow yellow. What the hell? Now, if this is a closer to home thing, like this could be somebody who's deleting messages or needs to, or I don't know, because someone's connecting the dots, or someone could, if they see this, or they'll be like, that is so creepy. So I'm sitting here for a minute and I'm kind of zoning out, thinking about, all right, what are we doing here? What's up with the white dots? And my eyes were kind of down, and Spirit's like, look up. And I look up over there at my Sprite bottle, and wouldn't you know, the eye in it is a white dot. And then I said, well, what does mellow yellow have anything to do with anything? You know, mellow yellow, what else was it I wrote down from last night? Mellow yellow, Coke, Sundrop, things like that. Like I guess that industry. There could be something going on with soda, pop, whatever you say, Coke. You know, in the South we call everything Coke, at least I do. Sprite is Coke to me. I mean, it's different, but I call it the same thing. Okay, what else, Spirit? So it's in the Sprite. Something could be in the Sprite, something could be in the soda. Remember, this doesn't have to make sense right now. It's between the R and the T. What's RIT? Let's look up RIT. R-I-T. Okay, I just typed in RIT on Google and it pulled up Rochester Institute of Technology. If you keep scrolling down after you look up RIT, it says deaf children's learning during museum experiences is focus of research study. What? RIT talks e-cigarette safety as lawsuit pays out $462 million settlement. Okay, hold on. We're getting somewhere now. Yeah. Hope it's not like dots on the lungs. I don't know. Something about RIT. Maybe RIT is just short for something? I'm not really getting a whole lot today, guys. That's all I'm getting. I mean, I went to sleep. I was so tired last night. Fell asleep. Didn't dream. Woke up this morning early, and then I laid back down. And I fell back asleep until, like, this afternoon. So apparently I needed the rest. You know, you can kind of tell I'm still snotty. But, you know, I don't have a whole lot other than... I mean, I do got a lot. There's a lot I could talk about, but I don't have the energy for it. Like, I just don't. And y'all know what that is. That's all the food things going on in America and all over the world. And, but anyway, we're going to stay on... We're going to focus here. So something about connecting the dots, white dots, delete the messages, iPhone, beekeepers, and yeah, I've already said that a million times. What else? Beekeeper. That's a lot of E's. 5E? That's 5 E's, beekeeper. 5 E's? Something to do with 5 E's or 5 E's? 5 E's, 5 E's. 5 East? 5 E's. 5 E's is what I'm hearing. What does that mean? 5 E's. It says E's 5 First Edition. It's a media group. It's not called 5 E's, but it's called E's 5. I know that's crazy to get from beekeeper, right? But Spirit told me to write down beekeeper. So what did I do? I wrote down beekeeper, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of E's. So then I pulled down the E's, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of E's. That's 5 E's. And I'm not good at math, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 E's. If you say 5 E's, it'll pull up E's 5. Now there's also an Ease Us is a safe, secure, and effective data recovery program. Data recovery program. Ease software facilitates centralized documentation, storage, and retrieval of audit and inspection records, ensuring compliance with industry standards and regulations, and meeting customer requirements. So it's an inspection. There's some sort of an inspection that's going to go on, or that's going on. Maybe it's an inspection from the FDA, or maybe it's some sort of an inspection. I don't know. Maybe it's an inspection of soda. I know it doesn't sound like any of this connects and makes any sense, right? Trust me, it doesn't make any sense to me either. Not at this moment. I'm still sitting here like, what? But this is part of the message. Everything I'm saying in this message is going to mean something at some time if it doesn't right now. It's just a matter of connecting the dots. If you notice, like 2 weeks ago, I had a vision of fires everywhere and people walking around barefoot and ashes sticking to their feet and ashes falling into the water. And then we had what happened in Maui. That was clearly no mistake. I said I went to the store and I couldn't even handle the meat because it made me sick. It was like I could feel the animal. That's when I realized I had clairtangency. I had a whole nother spiritual gift I didn't even know that I had. And now, if you know, they've approved lab-grown meat in the United States. It's out there. It's out there. So we're eating lab-grown meat. We're just eating fake meat and stuff. So this could have to do with that. I don't know, 5E's, something to do with that. Or inspection. Somebody could just be having an inspection in their store. Some of you, if you, wherever you work, you could be having an inspection soon, or you could have just went through it, or you're going through it right now. But I feel like this is on the wider, it's the wider scale of things. But there could also be like some type of also bee infestation. Like maybe there's, you know, just a lot of, you got to get the bees out. I'm not getting anything else. I could sit here and try all day or whatever and just try to wring water out of a dry rag. But right now I'm a dry rag. Like, I ain't got nothing. That's all I got. I got all that random shit last night. I got on here, I told you about it. We've pulled a little bit more from it, but I'm not getting much else. I feel like there's more to come. I'm also hearing Mordecai again, and I heard Mordecai last week. And I mean, I wasn't gonna do it. I was just gonna say, fine, I'm just not gonna post it because it's just, but you know what? I could sit here and post the video I was gonna do, but I was kind of just going off about the fact that we're all kind of screwed. Yeah. And I had a little moment and a little venting session with Spirit and you guys, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna post it, but I may do it. I may post it at the end of this video. So this may be a choppy video. That's okay. It may be a video that people are like, this doesn't make any sense. Well, that's okay too, isn't it? There's a lot of shit that don't make sense. Look around you. Look around you. If you are an individual that thinks that you've got these things figured out, you're in danger. Because we have nothing figured out. None of us. There is so much to be revealed that we do not know. And it's just going to be connecting the dots. It's a matter of connecting the dots and being like, wow, you remember when you said that? Or remember when you thought that? And you know that feeling that you had when you touched that meat? When you got near the meat? You know that feeling you had? Well, there's a reason you had it. You know how randomly you're picking up white dots? That has something to do with it too. What? I don't know, but it has something to do with Sprite or Coca-Cola, and there goes the dog barking in the background, so that's definitely a sign. So that's it. I'm going to leave it here. I'll come back later if I get anything else, but I mean, there's just a lot going on in the world, and I think this is what this message is. I don't think this has shit to do with romantic love, okay? I feel like this is like, hey, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. So now that we know nothing's safe anymore, which what was ever safe to begin with, just like I've been telling people, America is not free. I'll tell you it's the land of the free. It is absolutely not free. Nothing here is free. You can't trust anything, but you already know that, right? We already knew that. But let's talk about the fact that even our fruits, you can't eat. You don't know if they're grown in a lab or if they came from a real plant or tree or earth. I eat a lot of fruit, and I know what my fruit that I eat and that I like tastes like, right? So I'm getting my bananas, you know, I'm getting my watermelon, I'm eating them, and I'm like, look, these taste different. Yeah. The ones I'm eating now taste a little different. I open up the watermelon, it's like pre-cut, right? I'd rather get a real, like, full watermelon, but even those you can't trust now. Shit. You open it, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. Why is it bubbling? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have never, ever. This was literally the day after I got it. It started foaming. It was weird. It tasted weird. I mean, look at it. This reminds me of the film you get off of Fruity Pebbles cereal. This is a whole container of watermelon. It was bubbling. The juice in the watermelon container, the pre-cut, like apple cider vinegar or kombucha, like that bubbles, or kimchi. You know, if you guys eat kimchi, it'll bubble because it's fermented. It was like fermented type bubbling, but it didn't taste, well, I don't know, it tasted weird. This is my watermelon now. So this was watermelon, and then I got this yesterday, ate it, and I was like, I can't eat this shit. Like, something's wrong with this. It doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste like the watermelon I've been eating that I know how watermelon tastes. The bananas were weird too. I'm like, huh. And then you start doing a little research and you're like, wow, they're trying to fucking kill us. Which they've been doing that the whole time anyway, and we all know we're gonna die anyway, right? And I hate to harp on that, but it's a fact and a reality, and people just don't wanna talk about it. Here's my thing. I don't know what kind of message we gotta get today, but I feel a little bit like we're gonna have to do something here. Like, people gotta do something. I don't know why we're focused on all the little meaningless shit that doesn't matter when we're all about to fucking starve. I mean, come on now. And if we ain't gonna starve, we're gonna be eating a whole bunch of shit that's grown in a lab. So it's kind of hard to get a message when I'm sitting here like I see what we're in. We're not waiting on a war, guys. We're not waiting on a war. We're in it. It's like a silent war within. Weaken them. Weaken the ones within. And then when you sit back and you realize that, like, there's no way everyone's gonna get on the same page, right? And everyone pull together and everyone go against those in power who are, basically trying to fuck us over, and have been, not trying, successfully doing so. And we're all just asleep and not realizing it. And it's like, wow, myself included, just wow. I'm gonna try to get a message today. I mean, maybe this is our message today. Hey, you can feel safe and cuddled up all day long or whatever you got going on in your life, but let me tell you something out here. We're about to be in some shit. We're already in some shit. Like, how do you focus on anything else? I'm not in a bad mood. I'm not in a sad mood. I'm not angry. Just feel like I need to give that disclaimer. But, no, I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's it. I'm sure a lot of you are like, what the fuck too? We are clearly in a massive spiritual war. We have been in a spiritual war, and aside from the spiritual war, we are in a political war, a power war. We are in a huge battle, and it's hard to focus on anything else. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, I can't sit here and just talk about fucking love. And I don't mean self-love. I mean like romantic type love. People fall in love. Who's coming in? How do they feel about you? Like, what energy am I pulling from? I don't know. And quite honestly, at this moment, with all due respect, I don't give a shit. Right now, I'm like, how are we gonna feed our fucking kids? How are we gonna feed ourselves? Are we okay? Are you okay? Are you guys okay? Yeah? Are you okay? Now, don't lie to me now. I just felt like I needed to check in on you and just make sure, because I'm not sure any of us are okay. Just making sure you're good. Hopefully you're good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. We're good.